We are told to be mindful of our carbon footprint, as our little world is set to face some big troubles over the next few decades. But have you considered your food print? You might not realise it, but the cycle of producing food to feed our planet puts a strain on our environment. Agriculture and food production is responsible for about a third of all greenhouse gas emissions. Of these emissions, 5% come from retail, 11% from transport, and 83% from production. Every day, hundreds of thousands of Australians flock to their local supermarket, loading their trolleys with convenient and accessible food products. Most happy customers travel about 10 minutes to get to the shops. The food, however, well, their journey began many kilometres ago. The food's journey begins with a farmer or supplier. Then the food is sent to a manufacturer, where it will be processed. Once processed and packaged, it will be sent to a distributor, who will transport the product to a retailer where the product will be sold. So as you can imagine, that's a lot of travelling, and as the food travels through each stage of the journey, greenhouse gases are released. The amount of carbon dioxide released will depend on the mode of transport and how far the product travels. Transporting food by sea and rail is more environmentally friendly than by plane, which produces more carbon dioxide. It is hard for consumers to determine how far their food has travelled, but they can look at the labels to see if ingredients or products have been imported. And, as of the 1st of July, changes to Australian labelling laws will help consumers easily identify the percentage of the product produced in Australia. What the labels don't tell us is how much energy has gone into producing our food. Meat, cheese and eggs have a high carbon footprint, while fruits, vegetables, beans and nuts have a smaller footprint. For example, 1 kilo of beef has the same emissions as driving for over 100 kilometres. So as consumers, we can opt to incorporate more vegetarian meals to lower our personal carbon footprint. But picking foods to create a lower carbon footprint may be wasteful work if the food product is not consumed. In 2008 to 2009, Australia produced approximately 7.5 million tonnes of food waste. That's equivalent to 20,000 jumbo jets. And each house lost $1,000 on wastage of food, with Gen Y being the biggest food wasters. So here's what you can do to lower your food print. Choose locally grown foods, buy Australian made, eat more vegetarian meals, plan your meals carefully and only buy what you need. So let's get together and help lift some of the big troubles from our little world.